frustrating, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
After my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. The album. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Cop the signal like Bruce Wayne.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. To immortality begins for most teams. We're underway for Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Mason gets it on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Mason. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Miller in it for the first time. That's a short gain of 1. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs from the 37.
Hey, Ken, don't jump. Ready? All right.
First down throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, case. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19, good shot. Shot.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, shot. 3-19, good shot. Hey, Ken. 11. Go.
Fields throwing once more. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Oh, Fields loses it. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19, good shot. Hey, Ken. Mayday.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. He's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff, going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Now, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Fields coming back after the pick. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Angel, here we go. Right.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught by Wilson. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Here we go. 222, 11. Hey, can. Right.
Fields on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go, Scott. Green 19, dress his head. Out. Test, butt straight. Hey, can. Hey, motion. Right.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's Lamar. Running a screen now for Jones. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Jackson yet again. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They gain 11 on that play. And that Means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down throw for Jackson. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. Down the left sideline he goes. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pull out in front for their 13-zip. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get in on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
Chased out to his right, and no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you continue, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points in this game. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. He cuts it back right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. This play goes for 36. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going to the ground again on first. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. And they've got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown.
Joe Riker is lining up for the extra point.
Riker there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Commanders 7. Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Riker set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Catch is made down the right sideline. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Bosky Merritt on 1st down. And he cuts it back right. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. And bring a tight end in motion right. The designed run. Jackson keeping it. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. He's got it at the 24. But he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Fields to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Fields throwing here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Sign end in motion left. Lamar off the play fake. Has a big strike to Addison. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Minnesota.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he comes through big here. 9 yards and 2nd down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Once to Hawkinson outright. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha, right? Where's up?
He's one left for Lamar. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Set to kick this away. Evans now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Here we go. Good. Green 19, chip slant. Hey, can. West right zip. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Yep, tonight.
Now it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Green 19, cut. Hey, can. Easy. Tonight.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. So he's knocked away from the intended targets and brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Hey, can. Here we go. Mayday, 331. Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, can. Go.
Fields to throw it. The rookie from USF hauls it in. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
West right zip. No mas. You got a mini basic. Why not? Alpha.
First and 10. Here's Fields. Into the hands of Cole. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go, son. Green 19, just attack. 11, 11, 11. Hey, Ken. Get high.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Finds a man right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
Fields on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Mason gets it from the gun. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. From the gun, Mason. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Mason. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That one's caught by Jefferson. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey, out. Shut up.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Drawn up here for Lamar. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. 13.
This one sent up to Lamar. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. We're going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Evans now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, Side. Sit high.
Blitz coming here, Fields. He rolls to his right. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Complete at the 2. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Evans now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks you
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Fields coming back after the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. Shovel pass complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
EQ! We got to system up. Mayday. Tonight.
Now Fields. Breaks across midfield. Hits the opposing territory. And he's down to the 42-yard line. 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Fields looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here we go. Right, kid, go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. deep shot doesn't work. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Fields on 3rd. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Oh, we're ready. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Now I'll give it to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Vikings football, and they know they are just 1 quarter away from advancing. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That's complete. Here's Jones. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
First down, here's Lamar. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over first
down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
You got it. Here we go.
Running once again with Kronsky-Merritt. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
You got it. Me. Get out.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, so a couple yards short of that end zone.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw Fields.
At the 2-yard line.
Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Motioning one of the tight ends. A designed run. Jackson keeping it. And he's going to line up in the red for this play back at the 8. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
No.
Mason will try this one up the gut. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
And 10 from the 32. Tossing right to the short side. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he steps out after getting what he could. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Forward.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Sit up. Ready. Hands it up. Sit up.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 46. Slot man motioned over. This one left for Lamar. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
They're going to pass it here. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw it. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And it's going to be a win for the Vikings here today as they get the first down. They can take the clock down to 0 now.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Drawn up here for Lamar. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday.